Well, good evening, everybody. We have Mr. Brandon Erickson, our judge from Indiana, on with us tonight. And if anybody's wondering, Mr. Billy is still driving back from Ruckus. I heard he had a great time. And we don't know where Jimmy's at, but I'm sure we're going to miss him tonight. All right, I have one I would like to start off with. Mr. J.R. Lee got a 152 at Ruckus, which was good enough to place him third at Ruckus. All right. Y'all don't know about this kid, but he runs lanes for me. And this is his first rookie year.
Nice.
His dad's teaching him to build. This build is amazing. So if y'all can look up Joey Lee and J.R. Lee for me tonight, that would be great. Because that box is beautiful. He did the where you burn into the box with the two leads,
Mm-hmm.
and it does that weird pattern. It is gorgeous. I absolutely love that build. So congratulations to Mr. JR. We appreciate him running at Ruckus. And from what I hear, everybody had a great time there.
What class was he in this weekend, Melissa?
He was an assassin. And as you know, assassin is one of our most deadly classes out there.
Oh,
And
it
he
definitely
is
is.
his own. So proud of him.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, Brandon, we got you on because you got a show this weekend. But
Yep.
before we get to that, we got one other show this weekend. Dan, would
Yep.
you like to tell us what that one is?
Well, that's the fun show to get to. One, Brandon's is in Marion, Indiana. Wait, am I? Yeah, Marion, Indiana.
you're right.
And the other one, if you got your passport, go on down and see Ray in the Caribbean because he's got a show coming up this weekend down there. And the way it looks, as I'm zooming in on his show, it looks like he is literally 200 feet from the Caribbean down there in Trinidad and Tobago. So
Man.
he's got a great location down there, obviously. But
Right.
yeah, about 200 feet away from the ocean or the Caribbean, if you will, down there. So he's got a great location the way it looks.
Absolutely. All right, Brandon, tell us about this Toys for Tots show because I heard you had a lot of people make donations.
Yeah, I did. I was actually really impressed with it. The community really came out and showed up, and I appreciate everybody that did do donations. I had Resilient Sounds donate some stuff. Starbucks donated some stuff. Meyer grocery store. I don't know if anybody knows about them, but Meyer donated stuff. A local barbecue place donated some stuff. Applebee's donated stuff. Texas Roadhouse donated stuff. I got 2 brand new double din head units donated for the raffle. Got there's a lot more. I mean, it's a long list. Taco Bell donated, PetSmart. And I appreciate everybody. O'Reilly's, AutoZone, Advanced Auto. It's gonna be a pretty epic raffle for sure. Got a lot of cool stuff. I know Resilient Sounds. They sent me out some 8s and some 6x9s. And American Bass is sending me out an OFC full amp wiring kit. Like I said, the local car audio shop here in town, they donated 2 double dins.
Wow.
Yeah.
Having a radio shop, having a shop donate radios is a big deal right now because they're still hard to get.
Radios are difficult. That's true.
And they got like the MirrorLink. It's Apple Play, Android. It's got everything. Bluetooth. Like it's a nice set. It's all touchscreen. 7-inch double dins. They're nice. But yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of people. I mean, I'm overwhelmed with the. I don't even know how to say it. I'm just overwhelmed with how many people was willing to come together and do so much for the organization as Base Wars. And I know I've been reaching out to people, and I mean, every time I do a big show like a Toys for Tots or even my trunk or treat, it's all registered with City Hall, so they know about it and they can send people my way if they're looking to donate some toys or whatever, and I'll get them to local charities or Salvation Army to help less fortunate families. I've had a lot of good luck in this area, and a lot of people, a lot of businesses are just more than willing to help with my shows. Like they're totally down with it. I mean, I know Resilient. They told me, just hit them up when I had a big show or something I wanted to do, and they did send me something out. I told them I didn't care, what it was. Everything helps. It's all for a good cause, and and the community sees it's for a good cause, and I mean, it brings people out, and they come out, enjoy themselves, whether they're there to play their systems or they're there for just the raffle. Either way, the whole thing goes for a good cause, and donations to local charities and stuff like that. So,
good stuff all around, obviously.
Yeah, it helps the whole community. Like, it comes back to the community. I mean, that's. Mm-hmm. It ain't me over here trying to, get rich off of it or nothing. Everything that I get from the raffle and stuff will be donated to local charities. Just give back to the community. I mean, that's what it's all about. And I'm just hoping, everything goes really good and we have a good turnout. I know a lot of people that are coming, but I'm excited. I mean, I'm definitely stoked. I'm ready for this weekend to be here. Like, I feel like I got pretty much everything lined up, and I can't, like I said, I can't even say how much I appreciate the local businesses that, put in to make this happen. But they were like, I don't know. It's been insane. I wasn't going to do another show, to be honest with you, this season, or like not this season, but of 2023 anyways. Because it's starting to get cold here too. I know on Saturday when my show is, on the 25th, it's only supposed to be like 36 here. So it's going to be a kind of chilly day. Equipment should like it.
Equipment should definitely like it. You shouldn't have too many. Won't have too many amps overheating, I wouldn't think.
No.
Yeah. I know you're coming, Jeremy. Yeah,
he Justin's cars. Both his and his daughter's cars both sound so amazing.
Oh yeah, they definitely do. I love both of their rides.
Man, he puts in so much work, and his front stage on his car is on point like I have never seen before.
I agree 100%.
Good SQ.
For sure. He has him and his daughter both have great sounding vehicles. They are absolutely awesome. Awesome builds. I mean,
at 36, David, I'm probably still wearing shorts. It's not that cold.
I used to live in Minnesota, so I know what you're talking about.
Honestly, 36 is not bad, man. I grew up in central Minnesota, and it's not bad. It's not a mentality.
A warm day for y'all.
That's what I was saying. Like, it's kind of chilly, but that's because I lived in Minnesota for 12 years, so I definitely am. I'm used to the cold weather. I mean, I don't think I've even thawed out yet. So,
all right, Brandon. Now that we have you on the show, what is the best way for people to contact you about booking shows? Is it Facebook Messenger?
Yeah, I mean, Facebook Messenger is probably the best way right now. Once I get stuff set up, I'll probably have something with my personal number on it, or so they can reach out to me if they need to. I just had that happen where a shop down in Plainfield by Indianapolis got a hold of me, and it was some competitors asking them to throw a Base Wars show, and the shop actually contacted me because they saw that I was a Base Wars judge in Indiana. And I just did a show out there. It was Solar Protective Films, and
We have
and the
lost Mr. Brandon.
Oh,
There we go.
lost him. Adam. There we go.
oh, that was weird. Yeah, my screen was flickering. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I had a shop. Like I said, they hit me up and they got a hold of me, contacted me. Wanted me to do a show there. It was in Plainfield, Indiana. It was a really great turnout. And I appreciate them too. And that was, like I said, it was Solar Protective Films, which is where a lot of people get their window tint from, is Solar Protective Films, and Extreme Auto Sales. So, and they already got me booked for like 6 shows next year, starting in the spring.
Excellent. All right.
So,
Hold on one second, because we are requesting prayers for those of y'all that do believe, because Shane Stafford is in the hospital still. He had a vehicle rollover with his
no.
trailer coming back from Ruckus. So
man.
y'all give us as many prayers as y'all can get. He needs them all right now. From what I understand, he is okay, but that still doesn't mean, he's going to have to deal with his base ride being gone, his tow pig, and his trailer. So he needs as many prayers as we can get him right now, because he is a really great lane runner for us. Sorry, I had to interrupt with something that's sad, but it is.
Yeah, that's completely fine.
Vehicles to shows.
That is completely fine. I hope the best for you and a speedy recovery for sure.
Absolutely. And from what I'm understanding, Mr. Kyle Rutherford is also sick this evening. I asked him to be on the show to talk to us about Ruckus, how it went. And he goes, I would love to, but I'm in the emergency room right now. But from what I understand, Ruckus went over without any problems whatsoever, and it was larger than it has been in the previous years.
Awesome.
So we had a great show.
Excellent to hear.
Yeah, that is good to hear, definitely.
Oh, I love to see these shows growing.
Oh, man. Me too.
Good evening, Mr. Shane. I hope you're building. He's one of my lane runners. I'll end up calling him to check to see if he's building.
Right. Yep, that's one thing. I get a lot of that. The competitors will hit me up and ask me if I can help them out. And I definitely do. I do every time. Anytime anyone needs a question or has a question or wants some help, all I got to do is holler at me and I will be right there to help them. That's just how I am. I'll help anyone on it,
Right. Jeremy, the show that we're discussing was Ruckus, was in North Carolina this past weekend.
Yep. That's one of my lane runners. Woo!
Yeah, we got to get them all traveling.
Yeah, we got them all around right now.
Good evening, Mr. Michael. How are you, sir? But we really don't have a topic for tonight. So if anybody wants to bring anything up, let us know. I saw earlier where Brett went into the official Facebook page for Base Wars and reminded everybody very, very nicely that extremes are no longer allowed in the regular classes.
Yep.
So none of the fun classes, Regular burp classes. Y'all getting busted up. Y'all got to act like big boys finally.
And put your big boy pants on.
Yep.
Yeah.
I also, way back at the beginning here, Melissa, Junior Baez had a question of how do we know who placed?
Oh, the
Yeah.
graphics will come out by Wednesday.
I was going to say, I seem to see that question an awful lot on Messenger is when are results going to be posted? And that has a lot to do with the three of us and every other judge out there. But generally, Billy has everything that he gathers up after the shows. We all send him our results. And Billy then makes up a little graphic and he makes sure that everything fits on that graphic because some of them are more information than graphic and others are a lot more graphic than information, depending on the size of the show, of course. But Billy generally has those out sometimes on Tuesday if it's a small show, but generally by Wednesday. By the time that Melissa and I would normally have our Wednesday night show, most of those results are out there and you can see them updated generally within 48 to 72 hours, 2 or 3 days generally after everything is done. We'll get them to Billy. Billy gets a score sheet made up, puts them on the graphic, and posts them. That's something that Billy does all day long, basically, Mondays and Tuesdays. And it's a lot of work that he does for us that we didn't have to do a lot for. We go to the show, we send him a file, Billy takes it from there. But if you don't see your name on them and you're looking for something or something was spelled wrong, that's because you guys didn't tell us that it was spelled wrong, because I can only send him what I get. And if you don't see that your name is spelled wrong, Billy gets it spelled wrong because I send it to him spelled wrong. Or if your score was wrong, if you did a 150 and you actually only did a 142, again, please tell me. I don't want to look like an idiot. And if you've got to go out and prove that you did a 150 and you can't, that's almost more embarrassing for you than it is for me.
Okay. The one that I have pulled up right now saying Ruckus was a great show, that's the one I want y'all to go look at. That build is nice.
Congratulations.
Love it.
Congratulations, JR.
I might have to pull that up. And I'm getting like 7 windows open on my PC right now, and I can't afford too many more.
Oh, look. We have JD up in here. I heard his truck actually made a show this weekend. I heard it did pretty damn good, too.
Oh, man.
Everybody's been picking on him, telling him he needs to bring his car show out. I guess he did. They brought his car show to pick on the lane runners.
His car show?
Proud of you, sir. What we got?
Your score will definitely go up, man. Definitely, Jeremy.
Scores go up if you buy the judge's Dr. Pepper, I've been told. Not that I'm flaunting anything here, but if you buy them Dr. Pepper, I've heard they go up.
Now, Jeremy put a lot of work in that build. He has put a lot of work in that build. Yeah, he's put a lot of work in that thing.
You buy a Base Horse sticker and they go up too. I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
Ooh. Chasing a 160 and a stock build. Love to see those come out.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Jack wants to know how many Dr. Peppers you want.
Well, I I only got 4 6-packs plus I think 4 more in the refrigerator right now. But that is how it works at my shows anyway, Jack. I don't know how Melissa does it at hers with her Twisted Tea, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works at my show.
Twisted Tea.
Yeah.
She just
Dang,
smacked
Melissa.
me with it, like the old meme.
Y'all got me over here joking.
Dang, Melissa. Twisted Teas.
Well, hello. We have COVID-19 up in here.
Yes, David, it does. And I don't care if that's Port Wars or not. If you got a port score that's a 160 and you buy a 160, that's legit.
Oh, I don't even allow that. I'll look at them and start laughing. No, you got to earn these certified decals.
You got to get a good certified score for that. If you can't do a 160 in port, though, unless you're only running maybe a 6. Well, no, not even a single 6.5 anymore, because I know people that could do that.
Yeah.
If you can't do a 50 in Port Wars, we've got a problem in most categories, because you should be able to do at least a 150 in Port Wars. Well, some people are going to say that's really low.
Port Wars was going to be all fun and games until I ran it and didn't do well in it.
Yep.
I thought it was going to be so easy.
Port Wars is fun stuff, John.
Good on the glass as I do in the port.
And Jack, for the stickers, ask your judge. They should have them. If they don't have them, we've got some stickers on the basewars.org website as well. So check us out there, basewars.org, not .com, but .org, O-R-G. And under the store link, same place you buy your memberships, which, again, I got to mention as well, because you got to have your memberships. If you don't have your memberships, you don't get a score for basically the show. And without that early show, like we're doing right now, these early shows till next year at finals, these are the easy ones to get, because you guys down south are still having shows. Brandon and I probably aren't going to have many shows in December and January and February. I got one in March, but
yep, me as well.
That one either, because that one I think is still going to be, if I'm lucky, it might be 40 degrees that weekend, maybe, and I might have to go through 3 feet of snow to do it too.
Good evening, Miss Sonia.
Hey,
good to see you in here.
Yeah, Sonia.
We're missing Jimmy tonight. We're acting like it's a Wednesday night up in here. We're going to be confusing so many folks. But just so everybody knows, Jimmy had a prior engagement and Billy's still traveling. We'll take their place and help out where we can.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Well, that's what we're really good about, is if one judge needs help, there's another judge to come help.
We can help out anywhere, almost anywhere.
Well, we've got it to where each judge kind of has a backup judge.
Yep. Richard would be hard to find a backup for out in California, and obviously Ray down in the Caribbean would be pretty difficult, but
Richard's a one-man machine.
Given enough time,
he don't need a backup. That man's on it.
Given enough time, we can help you out. Brandon, should I do Port Wars?
Got you one coming to Port Wars.
Everybody should do Port Wars.
You can try it for sure, man. I think it did really good. For sure, Jeremy. Yep.
Definitely. Enter as many classes as you can. Find out what your vehicle really likes. Again, that's, I harp on the testing all the time about things with my little, the little black book that is literally within arm's reach right here. Write down all that stuff when you're done, because if you don't know what your car does, you don't know what class you should really be in sometimes. And yeah, we're more so the size of the subs,
David.
of course, but for those fun classes, that Typhoon, that Twister, that Cyclone, that Port Wars, maybe it likes it a little bit better.
Yep.
Excellent score, sir.
There we go. There's a great question about Port Wars. How does Port Wars work?
Oh, go
That's
into this because, man, we have had this discussion by ourselves a million times.
we all have our own way of doing it, it seems. But and here's the key. If you look at the new guide, which is, again, available at basewars.org under guide, it's a big, long link, and it talks all about every single class that we have available. But specifically, and I'm going to read it directly because there is so much confusion about the Port Wars category. Where can I put the meter? Well, you can't do this and you can't do that. These are some of the guidelines as far as rule is concerned. It is a 30-second peak SPL test. The sensor is placed in the port of an enclosure. The sensor cannot be attached to a mount of any kind and must be held or laid in the port and not in the enclosure. That is exactly what it says on the guide. So it's a 30-second peak SPL. And if you want to put it on the bottom of your port, that's fine, as long as it's outside the port, not in the enclosure. Meaning it's got to be on the port. Can't be.
Meaning quit losing my sensor in your boxes.
Yes, I've had some get actually blown out of the port.
Yep.
Yeah, that's common.
Yeah, so it's really hard to get an accurate score when that happens.
It is very hard to do. Not attached to any mount of any kind and must be held or laid in the port. So
no, not
it's
in
not
the
attached
box,
to a mount, so you can't tape it. You can't put a piece of plexiglass in there on a flat port and say this is where it goes and use the suction cups to hold it down. You can use the suction cups to hold it down, though. If it's wood and it's smooth, that would work, but
or
not
straight
attached
on
to any mount.
airport.
So that's the key.
Man, those suction cups on my mic, man, they barely stick onto a windshield.
You can replace those with suction cups off of Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. Those things are horrible. I don't know. The ones I got.
I
anyways.
replaced mine right before finals, just in case.
All right.
Not in the corner of a box, David. No.
Come on.
Boy, you need to hurry.
You're loud in here, man. You got your caps lock on right now.
Yeah.
Quit yelling at us.
Yeah, he's definitely yelling. Just kidding.
And yeah, the suction cups, they all do the same thing, but they can be ordered off of Amazon or eBay, and they're
Just don't order the large ones. They're
I was gonna
actually too big for what we do. Order the
Yeah.
medium-sized ones.
the larger sizes are too big. And no, don't glue them, Mike. Definitely don't glue them down.
Well, he's talking about to the sensor itself.
Oh, that would just suck. But
Just like,
I have used E6000 to get mine through a show.
yeah, I actually have one that I have it here. I don't. I actually have one that the 3 of my 4 screws on the bottom of it actually broke off the stanchions on the inside at a show. And I won't say what vehicle did it, but Donnie's been in here a couple times. I didn't say what vehicle, I just said who. There's a difference.
All right, let's talk about this. He pulled these subs and found all kinds of items. What's the weirdest thing y'all have ever found in your vehicle after a demo?
Oh, well, okay, that's different.
oh, God.
because I have found things like lashes and, big locks of hair. And it's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
It's scary coming across a lash when you're trying to clean your vehicle up, like taking it as a spider or something.
No comment, David. Wrap it around your finger, put the tape in there, put the meter on top. I didn't say that. You can't use.
He's on something tonight.
You can't mount it to this and then put the mic in it. That's a mount.
Yeah.
If you happen to have a wad of tape or a dollar bill and you wrap it up and you set that on the port, and that's not a mount to me. Velcro is not a mount. Velcro is an adhesive.
Okay. All right, y'all gray area folks. I ain't gonna say nothing to y'all.
There are gray areas in every org, and we have some of the most lenient gray areas out there.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah, I know people that have popped headlights. They've popped out gaskets in their firewalls from being too loud and things like that. But
I love it when they're demoing and their brake lights are flashing.
Yeah,
yeah, loud demos are notorious for breaking things. So I suppose the common things that you're going to see, you might see some like glitter and things like that, or some of their shag carpet if it's that kind of a build, if it's built for the windy as well. But otherwise, weird things that you find in there, you'll find pieces of paint that will have come off because they didn't let it dry, or that it dried too quickly. They put heat in there and it dried it too quickly. Man, there's all kinds of things that you can find inside a demo vehicle.
Yeah. Let's discuss this. Mr. Matthew Brown had to drive all the way home with no hood because he broke his hood. Now that's kind of amazing. That's when you know you had a good show, was when you're driving home with no body parts on there. That's awesome. But really, I only heard of one or two vehicles that, had problems making it through Ruckus. They all played hard and heavy.
I read a lot of reviews, heard some pretty good, and watched some pretty good videos and demos from it. It looked like it was a fantastic show, and everyone seemed to have a good time at it. So if I could get out there, I would.
Oh, definitely. Right. I just did not have the money to drive there and then make that Texas trip too. Because I got to hold off and not spend a whole lot of money before I go to Texas.
Yep. Me, I'm just sitting here organizing the show. So that's where I was at. I was trying to do another show for the competitors. They were asking for it. So I decided to throw one more.
We got one putting you on the spot about how that car's coming along.
Oh, man.
Storage building and getting no love.
You telling my secrets, Jeremy.
I heard it's in a storage building not getting no love.
No, that's my Cobalt. Yeah, that thing is definitely not getting very much love right now. I just got a new base ride as well. That's what he's talking about, because said the blue one.
Okay, well, tell us about this blue one. What did you buy?
I bought a 98 GMC Jimmy. And it's built for 518s, the fourth order. The whole thing was already built. It's got triple alts, Fat Boy in it. All the wires are ran. Like, it just literally needs the equipment. I got the amps and subs. I just haven't put them in. So, yeah. I mean, it's just a Jimmy, a fourth order Jimmy.
Being a judge, most of our vehicles don't even have equipment in them.
Yeah.
It's-
I mean, I have the equipment. I just haven't got it in yet because I've been busy trying to get stuff organized.
we
I
got
can attest to not having anything in them.
shells.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've
That's
got-
what I got winter for. Winter is my build months.
I can attest to a car not having anything in it. My little Honda right now is sitting in the shop with no seats, 3 speakers, and a head unit, and they're all still stock. After a year and a half of owning the vehicle and putting on about 85,000 miles on it. I should have had something in it about 10 minutes after I bought it, but I didn't.
Yeah, I don't know how you did it. I don't know how you do it.
It's pretty sad, but I don't listen to regular music when I'm driving. I'll listen to YouTube and Spotify. So I
Got a good point,
won't,
Dustin.
I won't kill myself while I'm out there driving that way.
It's hard when we're throwing shows, though, man. It really is. It's hard to get a hold of your own build. Melissa told me that a long time ago, and I was like, oh, yeah, I'll probably make time for it, but nope.
Well, it's difficult, and along with that, it's as a judge and being in the business, so to speak, you don't want to offend some of your friends that may run other products. So I was saying earlier what my RCA brand of choices were, and I've got 2 of them basically, and I'm trying to figure out which one I want to run. And they
I know,
both also
you're
sell
a good dude, man.
and they sell, terminals and everything else as well, or they sell someone else's terminals on their website. So, okay, this guy's got it for $18 and this guy's got it for 20, but he's got something for 25 and this guy's got something for 35, and they're essentially the same. You don't want to offend one by buying from the other, but I also don't want to split up orders or anything that way. It's easier just to say, yeah, I bought everything at XYZ Audio or ABC123 Audio without giving out the names. And it is easier sometimes.
Let's stop for a minute and discuss something. How important it actually is to support your brick and mortar stores. These guys are out here trying to do what we do.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way they can do that is if we support them.
Yep.
Supporting your local shops, it might be a little bit more money to actually buy it in the store. But at the same time, you actually know who you bought it from. You're supporting somebody's family.
Yep.
So keep that in mind. I know it's awfully easy to go online and buy everything. We can go to Amazon, have a whole build ready tomorrow. But the thing is, these shops, when you run into problems, you can actually go and talk to these people and say, hey, I got a problem. I need help. And they will help you. If you find really good shop near you, it's important to get to know those guys.
Definitely.
Oh, yes, definitely. That's my favorite shop in Alabama.
It's always going to be, and I shouldn't say always, it will probably be 95 to 98% of the time. It might be cheaper to go online to Amazon or eBay and find something else. I'm fairly certain that Bezos doesn't need any more money at Amazon. He's got billions.
I agree 100%.
The one guy who's trying to
in Little League here,
provide
y'all.
for the
Support
family
local shops.
much better.
These are actually our friends.
Yeah.
We need to remember that when we're making orders.
Yep.
Because it really has gotten to the point where it's so easy to just go on Amazon and buy everything. But we forget that like these local shops are depending on us to keep their doors open.
I mean, there's a lot of us with teams too. And the people on our teams already are a rep for another business also. So like we don't really do a lot of outsourcing I know, like for me, that's been a big thing for me. Is like my team has, you know, a lot of like, you know, they have so many different brands already that they out, you know, they actually represent and are authorized sellers for. That I don't have to outsource. I can just go straight to my team, get the team, you know, member rate or dealer rate or whatever, and I save money that way. But I'm still helping out, you know, my teammate as well. So
Let's try to remember each other and
Yeah.
help each other out, because
But-
a lot of these people do this for a living. It's not a side hustle. You
yep,
gotta,
Yeah,
it's
and not only, again, what you just had up there from Dustin, if your shop doesn't carry the brand that you want, ask them, why
Yes.
don't you
Yeah.
carry,
So-
and he puts up Memphis, JL, Rockford, and Kicker. Why don't they carry, he didn't mention any manufacturers there of radios. Why don't they carry Sony? They carry Alpine and Kenwood. Why don't they carry Sony? Well, that might have a little bit to do with a different shop or a certain territory, but it might also be that nobody has ever asked them before. Ask your
Right.
shop why they don't carry something, or if they would carry something. Maybe they will. Maybe they carry it in a different line if they're a bigger box store style, but you don't see it, but it is available.
yeah,
A lot of the places, they're going to have more than one or two reps for different companies. If you think about all of the accessories that you have to carry, aside from your speakers, your subs, and your radios, all your power accessories are going to come from someone else. All of your batteries, all of your battery terminals, your dash kits, your wire harnesses, your remote starts. Now that we are, I hate to say it, in remote start season, I don't believe there's a season, because you should be able to put those in the summer as well to get your car air conditioned and cooled before you get into it and burn your ass on the seats. But all of those other accessories, that's part of it too. And if they carry a certain brand of RCA and PowerWire, well, maybe the rep for that also represents Sony or Alpine or Kenwood or Pioneer, and to bring up those four manufacturers of head units. If they don't carry those, you might not ever know, because nobody's ever asked them. So ask your local shops to carry something else. Well,
just like the shop
Can't
that donated the Doubletons to me, right?
Mhm.
I went there and asked them about some sundown equipment because I needed a 4-channel, and I had really good luck with my SFB 500.4 that I used to have. And next thing I know, like he's like, no, we can order some, and I go in there now, and he's got sundown packages always out there in front of the store now for people. So, yeah, like you said, if you don't ask, you know, people won't know. But it's almost like you know, closed mouth don't get fed. So
Mhm.
you might as well
Exactly.
speak up.
Very
Hey,
true.
Justin, post up at the name of the shop you work at, because from what I'm seeing, you can tune a vehicle. I wouldn't mind representing your shop. Because we've got a lot of good people up in here right now
Yeah, David's
posting
throwing
up for businesses.
David's up there name dropping everybody we've had on and people that we've talked about having on for the last month and a half. We just had Corey Otis on a couple
Yep.
weeks back talking about subwoofers and recones. Learned a lot about that one, about why he does exactly what he does for them as compared to some other places.
And Mr. Shannon Boom is a Resilient Sounds dealer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Things like this help us all. You support your buddies and they'll support you.
Okay.
Definitely.
Mr. Daniel threw up Midwest Sound and Power. It's a shop I've
I
heard
did.
of.
I gotta say, I definitely love the bass community for sure. Everybody tries to help everyone, which I mean, so far that's been my experience, and I've been doing it since like 2012.
There we
Um,
go. Custom Vehicles of Zanesville.
Hey, I've used them a few times, Dustin, when I lived down there.
There you go.
So if y'all are up, what state is he in? Indiana?
Ohio.
Ohio?
Yeah, that's about 45 minutes. What would it be? 45 minutes east of Columbus. That where he's talking about. 45
Yeah.
minutes to an hour.
Justin. They're
There you go.
DS18 dealers, and he builds boxes. You know, and that's something that's hard to find is a really, really good box builder. You wouldn't think that would be that hard. But when you're really looking for a top-notch SPL box, man, it's hard.
Yeah, that math makes a difference.
A
Mm-hmm.
map that you didn't think you would ever need.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
exactly.
and I don't
exactly.
I can just look at them and tell them, hey, I want my subs to go this way. I want the port to go this way. Now y'all figure it out.
Brand X, yeah.
I give them 3 bits of information: the subs I'm using, the power I'm using, and the output that I want.
Mm-hmm.
And most good SPL box builders will get me pretty close, if not over that goal. There are
Good
very
evening,
few that
Mr. Super Dave.
can't, but
Good to see
need
you
it for a
tonight.
certain price as well sometimes.
Here's my Mr. Know-All.
There's Matthew.
Yeah.
But yeah, when we're buying our stuff, we just really need to keep it in mind how many of these builders have been supporting, which companies to support, which ones are giving back.
Mhm.
You know, we see Sundown doing shows all the time. You know, give those people your money.
Mhm.
You know, whoever's doing the most for the community. Who's coming up? Definitely not me. It is threatening cold weather up there.
Come on, Melissa.
Y'all.
Come on, Melissa. You can come to my
Cookies
show.
and cold.
He don't do SBL. Shh. He had them 8 pounding.
Yeah, it definitely sounds good, man. Your builds both. You and your daughter, man. You guys' builds are amazing.
Yes, they are.
They're beautiful builds.
I was really shocked because, man, he made Demo Wars hard to judge.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Even at Slam. That was my
Mhm.
first time getting thrown into Demo Wars, and I was like, oh, no. Like, this is a tough one.
And you know what? It was pouring down rain. And
Yeah, I
did
was
not
sick.
mind walking around to judge his car.
Not
Did
at
not
all.
care, not one bit. It sounded that good.
And,
Had me
yeah,
looking in it going, what is that?
for sure. Man. Yeah, I've known Dustin a long time, too. I mean, I knew him back when I think he just had one JL in the back.
Good evening, Michael. Please tell
Hey,
Bella.
you didn't miss the show. What's up, Michael? He's going to be at my show this weekend.
Oh, are you going to get to run Miss Bella through the lanes this weekend?
I did at Plainfield, too. Yeah, I've already ran her one time. She's going to run again.
That's awesome. I love
Yeah,
this.
it's a blast. It's definitely a blast. I enjoy it. I love it. She gets so excited, and just the smile on her face. Like, I mean, you think like that's the next generation. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I wish I had an ounce of her enthusiasm for this.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I have enthusiasm, but man, that girl, she gets so happy, man. She screams and jumps. She's so excited, and it's just awesome to see how much love she has for and passion that she has for doing what she does. And I mean, I really commend Michael for all the stuff he's done and helped her. And he's a great dude. He's a great dad. I definitely commend him on everything he's done too. So he actually ran his truck at my show in Plainfield too.
Really?
Grimwald. Yeah, he ran
I
Grimwald.
went to get to see his truck.
It's beautiful. It's a very nice build. It is a nice build.
We got Mr. Brett back in here with us, and he's hollering for JD. So, JD, if you're out there, message Brett.
Yep.
But I think JD shocked everybody and actually showed up to a show this weekend. That was funny. Because they were up in here picking on him so hard because he wouldn't. Oh, he ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna make it.
He won't be there.
Not only did he make it, he made it through them lanes. He did good.
Yeah. That's awesome. Man, oh
There we go.
man.
Matthew's got a good question here. Where's Crossroads out of?
It's
That's definitely
Yeah.
you.
yeah, for sure. I'm the Indiana state judge. Judge of the state of Indiana. So yeah, I mean, Indiana, that's the spot.
That's cool. I'm glad we're finally in Indiana. 'Cause
Oh, me
we
too.
used to be there for a couple years already.
We got, man, I'll tell you, it's like each show keeps progressively getting a little bigger, a couple more faces I haven't seen yet, and it's been awesome just watching it grow consistently. I love it. So, and the competitors, they even make it even better for me. I mean, I've told all of them pretty much at every show. At the end of the show, I kind of give them a little speech in a way, I guess. I mean, I let everybody know that's there, and I appreciate each and every one of them for coming out because without them, I wouldn't be here. And
Exactly.
they mean that they mean a lot to me showing up, and I definitely appreciate everyone that does. So I try to make sure everybody knows.
Story.
And
Good to
speaking
see
of,
him. I appreciated him coming on and building a drop in for us on the show. That was amazing. I love to watch people just work, especially if they're good at it.
I'm pretty good at that as well. I make a pretty good manager / foreman sitting there.
Oh, I just want to learn. I just want to learn. All right, Mr. Indiana's loud. Yeah, y'all loud. We come up there for Slamology.
There you go, Michael. Here you go, Michael. Yeah, he knows. He knows. Indiana's gonna get there.
Absolutely. You can load up and go with us when we go to Slamology.
Yeah, I'm gonna already be here. Heck, I'm only like an hour and a half away from Slam, so I'm not very far away.
Not a problem at all. I like Resilient Sounds equipment. Needs to be a lot of it out there.
There is a lot of it out there.
Oh God, you ain't
Budget
kidding.
out is good too. Believe me.
I know around here, man. I swear, like, almost every build I see runs some kind of Resilient, whether it's golds or platinums. I've seen a few of the team builds, but most people don't really care for the teams around here. Everybody likes those platinums and the new golds, the V2s. So I don't know.
We'll put you over there with Mr. Winkle.
What?
He's an Orion build. He knows we're gonna put him over with the Orion folks.
Yeah, gotcha.
I
What's wrong
pick
with
on him
joining them all?
relentlessly about his build. And he knows I mean well, and I love his build. So he don't mind it. Mr. Adam, we need to get you back to doing some mayhem. We got to get you up on that top 10 list.
Hey, Mayhem's a blast.
Mayhem's hard as hell. What you talking about?
Man, I love watching
They
it.
throw all my competitors look like they're gonna throw up.
I love watching. I got a few guys, and they'll sit there and run back to back on each other, and I absolutely love it, man. It's so cool to sit there and watch, but I don't know. And then I got a few people that run deathmatch, and I'm like, you crazy. Like I know my build couldn't do that, so my build would blow up before the 3 minutes was over. So
I don't have anything with enough battery life to run either mayhem or deathmatch. But my pocket's
I can get away with mayhem.
big enough to run deathmatch.
Yep.
Oh, no wonder Adam's talking about it. He's got the top score in it right now still. Because I know I've seen him on that list.
Mm-hmm.
Damn,
I know
146.
Uh-oh, we got one that says he gonna be doing deathmatch this weekend. Uh-oh.
Oh, there you go. He's gonna be in my show. Let's see you do it, buddy. Do the death match. You got the battery
right.
for it.
David,
We'll do it.
deathmatch is a 3-minute run. It is an average. Oh, full tilt on the meter.
Yes, yes, it is.
It will hurt your feelings and everybody standing around you.
Hey, you know what?
So hard.
I mean, I've seen Hogan, right? I seen Hogan's him do his thing at Slam, and I mean, he started out at like a 164 or something.
Yeah.
Time of 3 minutes. 3 minutes was up. He ended at a 160.4. He was still above a 160 after 3 minutes. 38 hertz just beating in his Jeep. No stinky panky. That thing was getting
competitor.
Yeah, it was an awesome. It was definitely an awesome build. It was definitely fun to watch, and I had a blast with that. And it was just awesome to see the people come out and do it. I mean, I've seen a guy that only had 112 do it. I mean, he did like a 138 or something over, and like anybody can do it. It's just, I don't know if your build can handle it. That's what it is.
Yeah, that one's a nasty, nasty build.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he's had a couple builds in that Jeep, and all of them have been good. I have never gotten a bad demo from him.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a fun demo, that's for sure.
All right.
Go,
I am your judge, and now you are on the hook.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
It's coming. Next show, my man. We're going to put you in the lanes for it.
For what, deathmatch?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
There you go. Jonathan will do it in a trunk car.
Oh, that'd be cool.
All right.
I'd like to see that.
We got you.
I'd like to see that for sure. That'd be awesome.
I would love to see more people doing deathmatch, but at the same time, I don't want to see anybody break their equipment. So only do it if you know you can do it safely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. No.
What's the
all
fun
knobs
of that?
to right.
No coil. We want to smell burnt coil all day. We want that smell.
Right. Come on.
We already smell like burnt coal all day.
Man, I can smell it just talking about it. It's one of those things that you can just smell just talking about. Like, oof. I hate that.
This competitor smells like coal to me all the time.
Oh, Matthew says he's in.
Smell like cologne, I wouldn't know who he was.
Matthew says he's in. I don't know. Is he in your spot?
He knows I love him.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun weekend for sure. It's going to be a fun season. Can't wait to see all the different builds and people working on
look
different
at
stuff.
this. 12-18s. Oh, that's
Nice.
gonna be nasty, nasty.
Oh, Matthew's got the comment of the day on there so far.
The comment of the day.
The comment of the day. Coil is my cologne. There you go.
Coil in my is my cologne.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, Aaron runs deathmatch. And that boy can get down with some deathmatch.
Well, someday, Michael. I mean, he's only 10 minutes away. He's only 10 minutes away from where I'm holding my show. You gonna run deathmatch, Michael?
I would love to see more of the competitors do this.
Oh, for sure. Definitely.
But we have a lot of classes that people rarely run. And if they would just step outside of their burp category just once, they'd find something they love. Because we got
That's
so
what I
many
said
music
before. You got to
classes.
find out what you can like.
All
I got a
right.
question.
You need something that has at least 3 tones
Yeah.
to be considered music.
Mm-hmm.
And it has to be a whole 3 minutes. So finding music for this is actually hard too.
I mean, you could do what, like the Park and Pound songs, right? Or crowd loud songs that.
You can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, like I know on YouTube you can look under like what is it, Big Pimpin' 91? That's who makes the bass track for the crowd loud
Mhm.
ones. So you always do that. Just find the frequency. Look up Big Pimpin' 91 bass track, and then whatever frequency you play at. That's going to be a good option for you.
Dustin's daughter's gonna run it.
Oh yeah, that'd be
That's
bad.
gonna
That'd
be
be
so
cool
fun to watch her. Please video that for me.
for sure.
Got
Yeah,
to see that.
I'd like to see her do that, man.
All right, here's a song choice. And he does really good in that category, so y'all might want to take notes. Ooh,
50 hertz. Yikes.
hey, it's under that cap. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely under the cap.
Awesome. I love that people are getting their kids into this.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He's been a champion with us in a lot of classes.
Congratulations, Thomas.
I mean, his build, to look at
I've
it from
never
the
seen it.
outside, you would never know what is actually in it because it rolls up like a sleeper and then all of a sudden just unleashes all mortal hell.
That's awesome.
And man, it's a great build.
I know there's so many builds I need to get out there and see for sure. I definitely like to go to some of these other shows with some of the other judges and just see the people that builds and stuff that runs your guys' lanes and to spend some time. I think it'd be fun for sure. So I don't know. I don't know. I haven't done that much, I guess.
Well, we'll all get there.
Been very busy.
You know, I've got to make my way to 712 Boom this year. Other than that, that is my long run. That's going to be just to go visit.
You gotta go slam too, right?
Oh, I always go to Slam.
Yeah, you better.
And you know what? I don't even go to see the competitors' vehicles anymore. I just go to see Denise at this point.
Yeah, yeah. She's a good person. I like Denise. She's cool.
Man, I just go up
So
there to
good.
see her. Wow.
59 plus in Hurricane, huh? Whew. 60 in Cyclone. Oof. Yeah, that's getting it. That is getting it. Congratulations, Brett.
No, I love you too, David.
What's up, David?
Always have. Yes, every judge has decals for the certified, so you can get your decals at any show. If they don't have what you're looking for, go on the Base Wars website and you can get your stickers there. But we got decals. Billy will print you a decal if you just tell him what you want. He loves sitting there with that thing.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
that big 52-inch cutter, and man, he'll
Oh,
put a little roll of them in 1 minute.
phew.
Okay, well, Greg Kelly's out of decals. That means
Yeah.
Greg's been doing well.
I don't have any of the certified ones. I got some of the regular, Base Wars ones, but
Oh man, all y'all got to do is tell Billy to bring them to y'all.
I haven't seen Billy yet except at Slamming here in Indiana.
Good evening, sir. Good to see you online tonight.
Yeah, what's up, Clay? Yeah.
All right. If you don't see them at your local shows, just go on to www.basewars.org and you can order them from there. And if it asks if you're going to ship it or whatever, just tell it to ship because they are available. Yep. I couldn't believe Billy actually was loaded up and headed out. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of people having to recover from Ruckus. Greg, did you see anything at Ruckus that really stood out to you? Anything unusual? Anything really amazing? Because that's what I want to know about. All right. Well, it seems like everybody loved Ruckus. Now I hate that I couldn't go.
Right.
Which I always end up missing that show for some reason. Everybody loves Clay's build. Yeah, I'm trying to get them to tell us what happened at Ruckus, but ain't got a whole lot of people that went that can show us. Uh-oh, might skip Slam for Ruckus. Now that's saying something.
Whoa.
Awesome. Did Chris Lee run the lane at Ruckus this year? I didn't see any videos of Chris Lee running. That's the reason I asked. Awesome. He did 35 runs. That's a good show. Hey, there's our stranger. There's our
Hey, Jimmy.
man. Good to see you, Jimmy. Have you got any shows you need to talk about coming up? Because, that's what we're doing, is telling about shows. Ah, damn. That breaks my heart because, man, I love Chris Lee's build. All right, let's see. See if I can pull up the certified stickers real quick. Well, have you got any other shows coming up besides your Toys for Tots show?
Nope. That's it's gonna be the last one for this last one for 2023, and then I'll start them back up in March. I have more shows lined up for March.
Well, I have Anniston, Alabama, December 2nd. December 9th and 10th, I will be in Texas for JR and Audio big show. That show's going to be amazingly big. And then I come back, and the following weekend, I am at Samuel Skinner's house in Fairhope, Alabama, to do his birthday show. All right, and we got Benton, Tennessee, December 2nd, too. All right. Toy Drive, December 10th.
Yeah.
All right, y'all load Sonya up. I don't care what is going on. Y'all make sure Sonya has as many toys. Just cover her. That's all I want. I want y'all to just go dump toys on her. Oh, man, look at this. Another toy drive. Man, our judges are being really, really good about doing some charity. Proud of each of y'all. And yep, he promised me he was going to run a semi through my lane, because he messaged me and was like, hey, are you going to put me in a commercial category with my semi? And I'm like, can you drive it through my lane? No, you're going to compete with the big boys. Come on over. I can't wait. But yeah, I'm going to clear the lanes for that man. All right, let's see what else we got. River Jam and High Voltage is April 27th. You missed my birthday by one day this year. That's where I normally go for my birthday. Is High Voltage show.
Dang.
Oh, y'all are funny. Yep. Decals on the website. It's 10 plus shipping. And if you pick them up from your judges, most of them are $10. We do have some, the really long doubled baseboards, that are $15. Good evening, sir. Another trunk car popping in here. Thank you for being with us tonight, Jeremy. We appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, Jeremy.
All the regulars. And we're going to let them go and have dinner a little early tonight. How about
All
that?
right.
So,
Good with me.
your show is Saturday?
Yeah, this coming up Saturday, November 25th.
Okay.
Yes,
What do
ma'am.
they need to bring?
Toys. Make sure you have some cash for the awesome raffle. Got
Okay.
tons of items for that.
Bring money for the raffle. New unwrapped toys for the toy drive.
Correct.
All
And
right.
your bill. And your bill.
Man, if y'all don't know, Bobby Mansfield gave me a kitten when I went to see him. And he gave me the most perfect cat. I am not going to lie. I absolutely am in love with that kitten. Absolutely. I think he gave it to me as a consolation prize for not being loud, though. Here, you just go love on the kitten. All right, bye. But I absolutely love that kitten. All right. And if
Heck yeah, RJ. It's another one of my local guys. It's another local guy for me, RJ.
oh, man, that's a beautiful build.
Yeah, it's a pretty build, that's for sure.
All right, Big Bang, Ballard Field.
Yeah,
That's
Michael, there's another guy. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and just say goodnight to everybody because I think we've covered everything we can cover. And we'll let y'all get back to Jimmy next week because I know he misses y'all. And y'all would probably much rather be spending time with him. But Jimmy does send his love to y'all. He just couldn't be with y'all tonight. But with that being said, we're going to have a quick little video and go ahead and get off here for tonight.
Right on.
All right.
It's a pleasure being on here again.
Everybody have a happy Thanksgiving. And we'll see you in the lanes as soon as y'all come on out because there's shows everywhere. Good night.